If you're a startup founder and you struggle to stay productive, then stick around with me because I'm going to show you how I plan my 2-week sprints, how I plan to keep everything self-contained inside a 2-week sprint, all the tasks, the projects, the lead magnets that I'm going to create. So this video is we're going to settle in with this video, but I'm actually going to just do my sprint planning. Today is November 1st. And we do a 2-week sprint. I like to do a 2-week sprint because it keeps everything self-contained. It's a long enough goal, a long enough time period where you can see far enough into the future. You can plan far enough into the future to where it's actually tangible. Anything where you say like, hey, at the end of the month or at the end of the quarter, I'm going to do this or I'm going to achieve this. That can get a little too far beyond your reach to where you don't have control of all your variables, or there's just too many things that can go wrong in your day or in your week or in the month that can throw you off those tasks, off those goals. So let's get into it. Let's dive right into planning my next 2 weeks for here with Nice Life Studio. So I've got my Notion page here. Let's set our due date. We're not going to do a theme just yet. Funnel assets. Let's do some sprint items. Let's think of some things that we want to do. So in a 2-week period, we've got, let's just look at a calendar, see what our calendar looks like for, I'm just going to create a blank calendar. So it's Friday, November 1st. So we've got 4 through 8 and 11 through 15. So that is 10 business days. That's kind of what I thought. So 10 business days. So we need 10 emails written. We need 10 YouTube videos. And then we need 2 live videos, live trainings. Those are going to happen on Thursdays. I can't do shift key. Thursdays that's going to be at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Slow down, Jordan. Let's settle in. I'm trying to be on camera and also like do this work. You're gonna ride along with me. So 10 emails, 10 YouTube videos, 2 live trainings. I want to try to do. I had a big sprint earlier this year where I probably did a lead magnet a month, and that felt like I was pushing the limits. But also I think we can do 1 new lead magnet and maybe even 2. Let's look at our lead magnet idea. So I kind of have this kind of running list of lead magnets that we could make for Nice Life Studio to help startup founders. I got off a client call today, and they talked about nurturing and cart abandonment. So I think I'm going to do that one. So let's take this one. Right here, post-launch playbook. I kind of like that title too. So we'll call it the post-launch playbook, and let's just tag that one from Notion. And then the other one that we could try to make, the landing page optimization toolkit. I like the sound of that one too. Okay. So those are our 2 lead magnets, our 2 live trainings. We can tuck that away. Now let's make a little Kanban. So I think it's board view. Everything's going to be, so this is going to be called November 1 through 16 task list. I've gone super simple with this. I used to have a very complex Notion stuff, and I've even dialed down everything to just using my Notes app. So I'm back on that curve, the curve. This is me now. And maybe this is a theme we can add to the next 2 weeks. I used to, in the Notion world, I was all right here. Oh, this is the wrong one. You got me. This is it. This is the one right here. Found it. This was my world. I had linked databases within databases, like crazy Notion stuff, and now I've gone back to just simple Notion app. Or Apple Notes. Like I'll just be working out and I'll just like have my notes and just like, cool, let's make that video, let's write that email. I'm doing it all kind of in Apple Notes now. So 10 emails, 10 YouTube videos. So let's list out those. So the 10 emails I kind of line up, or I have been lining them up with the YouTube video, which just makes the most sense. Let's actually list these out. So YouTube videos, Let's definitely do cart abandonment. Nothing wrong with talking about the lead magnet that you're making. Let's talk one about cart abandonment. Let's talk one about, I'll go over to Nice Slice Studio Funnel, and let's look at our content. So this, let's just paste this in here. And maybe we can just get some themes here. I'll think of the videos as we get to those days. Cart abandonment. So let's do one about keynote videos again. Position. Yeah, one about copywriting. Converting customers into, let's do a conversions one. Some kind of conversion tips and tricks. Let's do launch emails one, and then push the 10 monthly emails to send template. Let's do one about video equipment. And one about new features. Yeah, talking about a new feature. What I'm gonna call, talk to somebody today. Get out of expert mode and start getting into marketing mode. That's kind of like E-Myth style. We'll make that video next week. Cart abandonment one, keynote videos. What else can we make? What are some other ideas we could do? Anything where I've been watching my YouTube channel lately, and anything that talks about starting from nothing, having nothing, what to do when you have nothing. Let me make the first 100 days of your startup, or when you have no email subscribers. Okay. Something about cart abandonment, something about, and again, we'll think of these. Video equipment could be best mics. Yeah, best microphones for startups. What do you say in your launch emails? Conversion tip could be, let's talk about checkout pages. I always like talking about checkout pages. Or Stripe versus PayPal, etc. Copywriting. Let's talk about copywriting. Building your hero section. Keynote video. What can we do about keynote video? Some kind of idea. Compress it. I made a tutorial about 2 weeks ago about, let's do 5-minute version of the 90-second VSL compressed training. How to remind cart abandonment and reminder emails. How to remind your customers about renewals without losing them. That could be good. Let's make that its own. Let's delete talking about new features, and then cart abandonment series. How to win back your lost customers. Trials. Okay. All right. So that's YouTube. So now let's go to emails that we're going to send. So if we're going to send 10 emails. So it could just be a copy paste of this, honestly. And I think it should be. And inside that too, we're going to add a coaching call email, and we're going to add a 10 emails to grow your SaaS by sales email, 500K SaaS kit sales email, and we'll do those on different weeks. And then the 2 live training emails. So with the 2 live training emails, I've been sending 2 to 3 of those emails. So it's like email day of, and then, so these might be more than, we might send some Sunday emails. That's probably what we'll do. Day before. Yeah, let's just try that. We're going to send a lot of emails. And I'll put PSs. And a lot of these emails that we're going to send, put a PS to the offer that you want. So it's going to be like PS to live training or PS to one of these offers. So this is, oops. So there's going to be sales emails, coaching call emails, week 2, week 1. All right, so we got YouTube videos lined up. We've got the 2 live trainings. The 2 live trainings are going to be, I think I already had those scheduled. Live training is going to be like pricing your SaaS. Which I think, so that's the, oh yeah, and the sprint model. How about that? So sprint model, there's going to be 2 lives. Just put like a tag for that live. Okay, and let's write email in front of these. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here on Notion. Email. And these may seem like a lot of emails, and this may seem like a lot of email writing for me. The video kind of dictates everything. So the card abandonment email is a quick description of the YouTube video, a link to the YouTube video, and then a little bit more education about what's inside the video or not, and then a PS about some kind of offer or the live training that we have coming up, and that's the email. The email doesn't have to be like this huge 1,000-word email. It can just be pretty simple. So everything that we have knocked out right here. So let's turn these into to-do list. It could be to-do list. 10 emails. Minimum 10 emails. Let's shoot for 18. Let's see if we can do all 18. So it'll be some will be 2 a day, some will be on Sunday. That's fine. I don't send emails on Saturday because no one reads them, and I try not to send emails on Friday afternoon, even though it just happens. That's just like how people read them. But Sunday, you can send 2 on Sunday, you send 1 on Sunday, 2 live trainings, and then the post-launch playbook lead magnet, which I think needs to be, like inside of that needs to be like 30-minute training. And then, 20 to 30 slides teaching cart abandonment, and then maybe a cart abandonment, like cart abandonment, like email template or something, email series template. With the landing page optimization toolkit, convert visitors into customers or waste your launch traffic. We can work on that title. Definitely needs to be like, oh yeah, with all this too, it needs to be landing page on Framer, kit form, convert kit form. They changed their name. Convert kit form, and then form plus sequence. So we'll take those 2 over here. Those also need Framer. So again, this one will be a 30-minute training. And then I think this one's just going to be like a checklist. I don't have to do each one needs to be like a full slide, but a checklist, like when you have your page ready to go, here's the checklist. Your optimization checklist. I'm adding all these names. There's a method, what I'm doing. Optimization. Okay. So we've got everything here. Copy all this. Add it down below. And on Notion, you can just take everything and drag it. We're going to drag it here. We're going to drag it here. Drag it into the not started bin. Take everything here. Drag it into the list. Getting a nice big to-do list. There we go. I can delete all this. Goodbye. And sprint items, don't need that. So this is it. This is everything. Everything needs to be done. Let's add some properties so we can see everything. Now I have an assignment. I could look at like board view if I wanted to. No, what am I saying? Not board view, the table view. So everything here, so then I could also add a date. So they have due date. I learned this from August Bradley. You have a due date, which is the day that I'm going to actually do this stuff. Not just like, oh, because the due date, if it's due Friday, what are you going to do with Friday? Are you going to do it on Monday? The question of when are you going to do it is more important than when it's actually due. So we'll figure out the due dates in a little bit. And, or why don't we do that right now? Let's edit all these. Edit due date, let's just say everything starts on November 4th. And let's go to a calendar view here in Notion. Let's go full width so I can see everything. Okay. All right, so pricing your SaaS is on the 7th. This is on the 14th. And then let's add one more category so I can see everything. Let's do like select, just type. Lead magnet. And then live show. Email. YouTube. These are all emails. Live show. And these are all lead magnet tasks. Okay. Now, okay, now I can see everything. Well, I can almost see everything. I need to kind of wrap the properties on here. There we go. Don't show weekends. I'll show weekends, yeah. Okay. All right, let's look at YouTube videos. So any of these YouTube videos can go in any order. They don't have to. All right, the YouTube videos are spaced out. Now, cart abandonment will be on the day. All right, so this week we're going to work on the optimization checklist. Live training day before. This live training day of is going to go right here. 500 SaaS, that's going to be a Monday email. Live training day of, that'll be on the 14th. 10 ways to grow, that's going to be another Monday email, or maybe a Sunday email. Yeah. Coaching call number 1 is going to be on a Thursday. Yeah, on Friday. Yeah, Friday's tough though. All right, this week we're going to do landing page optimization, and then the following week we're going to do cart abandonment stuff. So I'm going to shove all that down to next week. So the form and the kit stuff, and Framer, we can build that all on Friday. Sweet. Okay. So that's the calendar. So I could plug all this into my calendar and then add it, and we don't have to do that here on the call. But this is now a stacked task list of, and this is just kind of like sprinting for marketing stuff. Like if we put this stuff out there, we're going to connect with our customers. We're going to put more and more lead magnets out there to drive in more customers. Like on Nice Light Studio, that's all I handle. I handle getting clients onboarded and handle bringing in new clients with either sales or with marketing, or with like live training or videos like this that you're watching here. This is my entire world. So got everything, all the tasks ready to go. Now the question is this too much? And then, Jordan, what happens when something bleeds over, or something doesn't get done, or something gets shoved and pushed further and further? The goal is all of this should take about 1 to 2 hours per day. This should not be that big of a lift, where every single day, like for example, on Monday, November 4th, I'm writing a sales email, I'm making a YouTube video, and I'm making an email about that YouTube video. That's about the extent. That's like 90 minutes of work. The sales email, probably could write that in 10 minutes. It's like, we already have the copy, we already have the offer, we already know what we're talking about. It's just writing it and putting it out there. So, but if things do fall behind, then you just pick up the slack. It gets pushed a day. That's fine. Maybe it gets pushed to a Saturday that you're working on Saturday, or you're working on a Sunday. But everything here is doable. And the nice part about a sprint is I don't have to think anymore. I don't have to think of any new ideas. I don't have to, if I get distracted with a new idea or some kind of we got to try this new thing or new strategy or new YouTube idea, it all just goes into the month after. So that's what I'm going to do next. So now we're in progress, and I'm going to make a November 16th through 30. And so this will be ready. So any new ideas? Any new ideas that I have, any kind of like, oh, we should do this, we should definitely, it's all just going to go landing page optimization, and then to finish my thought. it's all, any new idea are going to go into this right here. And then once I make this new sprint in 2 weeks, I will come to this page and see all the new ideas that came in, and maybe some of them stood the test of time, maybe some of them didn't. But now this is, what's nice about this is during the week, it's so busy. Everybody gets very busy and there's tons of things that pop up. And with that busyness can come distractions, and can come like your head isn't clear and you don't know what to do next, or you wake up every morning as an entrepreneur and you have to do something, but you don't know what exactly you should be doing. This, I have found, is something that can keep me on track and keep me from waking up and opening the laptop and having that blank page moment, almost like writer's block, but for an entrepreneur and their tasks. Like, what should you do as an entrepreneur today? I don't know. And then you kind of like do some quick little busy work. All of this stuff right here drives revenue, drives customer acquisition. This is what's going to move us forward. And you just don't have to think. So now every day I can wake up and say, okay, what video do I need to make? What email do I need to write today? And then rather than spending all your mental and creative juices on planning and calendar management and task management, you are just focusing on creating that content for the day. So on November 4th, all my brain has to do is focus on really just making a YouTube video about reminder emails, how to remind your customers about renewals without losing them. That's all I have to think about. And I can even, what's nice is I can start to have some of these video ideas start to bubble in the background. So I'm going to start to think about, in the background, like best microphones for startups. I'm going to think about pricing your SaaS. I'm going to start thinking about building your heroes section. All of these are just going to kind of bubble in the background, let my brain do some thinking. And when it comes to that day when it's time to work on it, I've already had a kind of like unconscious bubble time, simmering time to get this idea ready so that I can kind of jump in and start sprinting. And that is the nice part about this November sprint. So this is how you do a sprint. This is how I do a sprint. You can do it in a totally different way. It's up to you. But this is, again, how I stay focused for 2 weeks at a time and get shit done. Thanks for watching, guys. My name is Jordan P. Anderson with Nice Light Studio. Click the links down below if you want some access to all of our training. If you are a startup founder and you're looking to grow your SaaS, get more customers, or maybe you are brand new to the SaaS world or building an app and you want to get your first 100 customers, there's definitely some training down below. Click it or go grab the 500K SaaS Launch Kit, which will help you get your first 100 customers. We give you all the videos, the templates, the calendar, everything like this here in like a Notion template to show you how to launch, what to say, what videos to produce, the scripts, so that all you have to do is follow the directions and get back to doing what you love, which is building your app. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.